Valuation Actuary Artificial Intel Pros and Cons, a career guide navigated by Brian Ross and ChatGPT. Pros: high stability and strong demand across insurance and finance, deep involvement in financial reporting, reserves, and regulatory work, clear career progression toward senior actuarial leadership. AI tools accelerate reserving, assumption testing, and audit preparation. Cons: reporting cycles can be repetitive and deadline intense, heavy reliance on regulatory frameworks and strict documentation, requires ongoing exam progress and technical upskilling. Automation increases expectations for faster, more precise reporting. Bottom line: with AI, the valuation actuary becomes a high-precision financial steward able to validate reserves faster, test assumptions more thoroughly, and deliver cleaner, more reliable reporting while still relying on human judgment to interpret complex financial risk. Valuation Actuary 15 to 2011 Actuaries. SOC description: analyze statistical data, such as mortality, accident, sickness, disability, and retirement rates, to forecast risk and liability. SOC 15 to 2011 Evaluation Actuary specializes in calculating reserves, projecting liabilities, and ensuring financial statements accurately reflect an organization's risk exposure. They support regulatory reporting, assumption setting, and long-term financial stability across insurance and financial institutions. Common duties: calculate reserves and liabilities for insurance products, perform statutory, GAAP, and IFRS valuation reporting, conduct assumption setting, experience studies, and sensitivity testing, prepare actuarial exhibits, memos, and regulatory filings, support financial forecasting, capital modeling, and risk assessments, review and validate valuation models and methodologies, collaborate with finance, risk, and product teams, ensure compliance with regulatory and audit requirements, oversee junior analysts' work and provide technical guidance, monitor emerging trends impacting reserves and financial results. Core skills: advanced actuarial modeling and valuation techniques, strong command of Excel, SQL, R, Python, or SAS, deep understanding of statutory, GAAP, and IFRS frameworks, experience with reserving, liability modeling, and assumption setting, ability to interpret complex datasets and communicate insights, knowledge of regulatory requirements, SOA/CA, NAIC, state filings, strong documentation and audit readiness skills, leadership and mentoring capabilities. Qualifications: bachelor's degree in actuarial science, mathematics, statistics, or related field, ASA or ACAS required, progress toward FSA/FCAS preferred, 4 to 10 years of actuarial experience, ideally in valuation or financial reporting, proficiency with actuarial software and programming languages, strong analytical, communication, and documentation skills, experience with audits, regulatory filings, and financial reporting. Characteristic traits: analytical and detail-oriented, methodical and accuracy-driven, strong communicator of complex concepts, curious and data-focused, organized and deadline-reliable, ethical and compliance-minded, collaborative and supportive of team development, persistent and disciplined, especially with exams. Resume template: name, city, state, phone, email. LinkedIn summary: Valuation Actuary, ASA/ACAS, with experience in statutory, GAAP, and IFRS reporting. Skilled in liability modeling, assumption setting, and financial forecasting. Known for accuracy, analytical depth, and strong documentation practices that support regulatory and audit requirements. Experience: Valuation Actuary Company, location, dates, calculated reserves and liabilities for statutory and GAAP reporting, conducted assumption reviews, experience studies, and sensitivity tests, prepared actuarial exhibits, memos, and regulatory filings, collaborated with finance and risk teams on forecasting and capital modeling, utilized Excel, SQL, and programming tools for advanced analysis, reviewed junior analysts' work for accuracy and methodology. Education: BS in actuarial science, mathematics, statistics, or related field. University certifications: ASA or ACAS, active, SOA/CA exams passed. List skills: valuation, reserving, GAAP/IFRS, Excel, SQL, R/Python, assumption setting, regulatory reporting, risk analysis. Cover letter template: Dear Hiring Manager, I am excited to apply for the Valuation Actuary position at company. As an ASA/ACAS with experience in statutory, GAAP, and IFRS reporting, I bring strong analytical skills and a commitment to accuracy. I have conducted assumption studies, built valuation models, and collaborated with finance and risk teams to support financial reporting and forecasting. I am eager to contribute my technical expertise and actuarial judgment to your organization. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, name. Elevator pitch: I'm a valuation actuary, ASA/ACAS, specializing in reserves, liability modeling, and financial reporting. I'm known for accuracy, analytical depth, and the ability to translate complex valuation results into clear insights. I help organizations maintain financial stability through strong actuarial judgment and rigorous modeling.